Hello students, today's topic is thermal pollution. The harmful releasing of heated liquid into a body of water is called as thermal pollution. Here the word says therma means heat. So how does the heat is going to produce this? It may be from the industry or it may be from the power plants. What are the causes, effects and the control measures of thermal pollution? So the causes like cooling for industrial machinery and power plants, deforestation, hot springs and retention ponds. So the cooling for industrial machinery and power plants is nothing but, so the industries and the power plants are cooled, okay, before it is going to release us into the rivers, pond or a lake. Then the deforestation, cutting of trees, hot springs, it is the springs which are created by earth itself, okay, which is called as a hot springs due to the pollution. Then retention ponds, those who are called wet or dry ponds. Then what are the effects? Effects like it damages the water ecosystem, reduces the animal population, all the microbes respond differently to the temperature changes, organisms can die of various causes, reproductive problems reduces the diversity. That means those effects you can see here, it is affect to the environment. The environment, organisms are present, as well as it also reduces diversity. So here you can see water ecosystem. Water ecosystem consists of phyto and zooplanktons, plants and animals, fishes, algae, fungi and all those. Those systems get damaged since hot water directly pass to the water. Then animal population get reduced and the microbes, they start reacting to the temperature, and also it causes the diversity. Okay, how will you control this? The controlling take place with the help of heated water can be treated. First, after the industries releases the heated things before into the water, that should be treated properly. It should be cooled and then should be transferred to the or send it to the lakes or a seas or a pond, water ecosystem. Then by installing cooling ponds and then artificial lakes, we have to create an artificial lake as well as a cooling ponds so that the water get cooled and then it can be passed into the further things. Next part is about a soil pollution. Soil is the important source. It is called as an abiotic factor. It is needed to the organism to live. Soil contain a microorganisms. Soil contain a nutrient so that the plants will growth or plant growth take place. So how will you define contamination of soil with the anomalous concentration of toxic substance? More amount of toxicity which is added to the soil so that the soil get polluted. What are the causes, effect and control measure? So the causes like accidental spills and the industrial accident, acid rain, discharge of sewage, electronic waste, landfills, dumping, mining activity and the oil spills. That means, so here it may be by the industry or it may be by we're throwing a sewage, we are going to throw in the electronic waste like gadgets, phone and all these things to the soil. It is not degrading, okay, so that the soil get polluted. The effects like human health effects, it also affects the environment, affects the microbial activity of the soil. That means whenever we spray the herbicide, fungicide to the field in order to get rid of the insects, okay, there plants are present in the soil, so that it also affect the soil, because they are chemical fertilizer. So in order to use that, we have to control this. Okay, then also affect the environmental activity as well as environment as well as microbial activity. How will you control this? Reducing the use of plastic. This is the main important thing. Then use of chemical fertilizer, controlling the use of chemical fertilizer and pesticide, treating the industrial waste before it is releasing. Then next we move on to the next part, which is called radioactive waste. Okay, radioactive waste is nothing but various nuclear technologies. Nowadays you are seeing nuclear bomb and all these things, how they are going to prepare. So it is also affects the environment here and there if we throw. So what are the causes, effects and prevention method? We'll see. Nuclear accidents, nuclear bombs, okay, called accidents from the nuclear energy generation plants wherever they produces. Then using of nuclear weapons, okay, since nowadays a war, to the war they are going to use nuclear weapons to kill the people. Okay, using of radioactive isotopes and then mining, which causes the radioactive waste. Effects like it causes mutation. Mutation means sudden change in the genetic material, mainly in DNA, which causes disease, which is related to this, which causes soil infertility. Soil won't be fertile, could not able to grow any plant. Cell disturbances and then some burns. Okay. What are the preventive measures? Preventive measures like proper method of disposing radioactive waste. We have to properly throw, or we have to properly dump the radioactive waste after it is used. So then properly labeling, we have to label it properly. Then banning of nuclear test, should not use the nuclear test whenever you need it. Okay. Then alternative energy source, you have to use the solar energy, proper storage and reusing. So this is what things of pollution. Okay, thank you so much.